Let's talk about Incel Cringe, a YouTuber who embodies his username with alarming accuracy. His content is a bizarre mix of misguided rants and awkward attempts at humor. He's taken it upon himself to become the internet's self-proclaimed authority on all things incel, often diving into controversial topics with little to no understanding. His channel, a swirling vortex of awkwardness and cringe-worthy moments that make you want to look away, but somehow you can't. Imagine a poorly lit basement filled with random clutter and discarded items, a webcam on its last legs, barely holding on, and a desperate plea for validation. That's the general vibe of his videos. He's like that one kid in high school who desperately wanted to sit at the cool kids' table but never quite made it. Instead of earning his spot, he's resorted to lobbing spitballs from afar, hoping to get noticed. Except in this case, the spitballs are poorly constructed arguments and misguided opinions, and the cool kids are, well, anyone with a shred of self-awareness and a sense of humor. Incel Cringe favorite pastime? Dunking on actual incels. He spends hours meticulously dissecting their videos, pointing out every flaw and inconsistency with a smug sense of superiority. He seems to think that by tearing down others, he'll somehow elevate himself. It's as if he believes that by highlighting their perceived weaknesses, he can mask his own insecurities. His targets are like a who's who of the online incel community, a veritable gallery of controversial figures. The Honest Guy, DBDR, and many others find themselves in his crosshairs. Turbo Blackpill, all subjected to his relentless and often inaccurate critiques. He spares no one, regardless of their following or influence. It's like watching a chihuahua bark aggressively at a passing truck. The spectacle is both amusing and somewhat sad. There's a lot of noise, very little substance, and a palpable sense of second-hand embarrassment. Viewers can't help but cringe at the sheer audacity. One has to wonder, does he actually believe the things he's saying, or is he just playing a role for the sake of views and attention? Or is this all just a desperate attempt to feel something other than the crushing weight of his own mediocrity? Perhaps in his mind, this is the only way to escape his own sense of insignificance. The real meat of Incel Cringe's content, his alleged success with women. According to him, he's swimming in a sea of romantic conquests. Every video seems to feature a new anecdote about how he effortlessly charmed another woman with his razor-sharp wit and irresistible charm. These stories are always told with the conviction of a seasoned fisherman recounting the one that got away. The problem, we're fairly certain most of these women exist only in the deepest recesses of his imagination. The harsh reality short king, no crown? Let's rip off the band-aid, shall we? Incel Cringe isn't exactly blessed in the looks department. He's about 5'6" on a good day with a beard that looks like it's still trying to figure out what it wants to be when it grows up. We're not saying looks are everything, but there's a certain irony in a guy who constantly criticizes others for their appearance while simultaneously being, well, him. It's like watching a bald man criticize someone else's haircut. Not only is it hypocritical, it's just plain sad. In conclusion, a symphony of delusion. Incel Cringe is a walking, talking contradiction, a living paradox that embodies the very essence of irony. He claims to despise incels, yet he exhibits many of the same behaviors he criticizes. His actions are a mirror reflecting his own insecurities and flaws. He boasts about his success with women, yet there's a distinct lack of evidence to support his claims. His words are empty, like a hollow echo in a vast empty chamber. He's a parody of himself, a cautionary tale about the dangers of internet fame and the allure of self-delusion. His life is a tragic comedy, a farce that plays out in the digital arena. In the end, Incel Cringe isn't really about incels at all. It's about the deeper issues that plague our society. He's about the insecurity that festers within all of us, the desperate need to feel seen and validated, even if it means tearing others down in the process. It's a reflection of our own fears and desires. And that, my friends, is the real cringe. It's not just about one person, but about the collective struggle we all face in this digital age.